Hi girls and boys, welcome back. This is the week of January 11th through 15th, and this is day 2. I look forward to today. We have such a fun book at the end of this lesson. I will be reviewing with you everything that you need to have with you before we get started, and then we'll have a great time. Here we have our nameplate. Make sure you have your nameplate with you. We always use that. And when we use our nameplate, we use a dry erase marker. And we always look over letters. So this is the letter L. And the back side will be using the dry erase marker again. And the Play-Doh will be on the front side. So make sure you have your Play-Doh. We did this yesterday, didn't we? The bunny rabbit hopping. So the bunny rabbit's on the front and the bird's on the back. I want to make sure that you have this in a plastic sleeve. And I'll give you a little clue about today's story. I'm going to show you a picture and see before I read it, because I'm not going to read it until the end, if you can think about what might happen. We're using pictures to help us. So just look at that picture and let's talk about what we see. I see a girl. I see a cat. I see a mouse. I see food. I see drinks. I also see an expression on the girl's face. She's going, ah! I think noise is coming out of her mouth, although in a picture you can't tell, but it looks very much like that. And this cat is flying through the air. So I want you to think about that and what the story might be about when we get around to it. Should be exciting. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with our nameplate. Get your marker. And let's go ahead and start tracing. Take your time. It's always better to go a little bit slower than even your neighbors. It doesn't matter. It's not a speed contest. And then do your best work. When you're through, hold up your name. I'd like to see it. Some of you are still working, that's fine. Nice work. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I like that a lot. Now the letter of the week, here we have the uppercase L and the lowercase l. Let's make the L sound. L, like lion. Let's think of some other L words. I know one. You might like to lick this, and it's a type of candy. A lollipop. It comes on a stick. A lollipop. How about some other L words? How about, I know, it's yellow. And you might slice it up, or somebody might slice it up, probably not you, and squeeze it and put it over some food or even over some water and put it in your water. It's very sour and it's yellow. It's a lemon. Very good. An L word, lemon. The last one I'm going to give you a clue about. If I go like this, I make a little heart. And that's a sign, symbol there. And it represents love. Can you say love? A heart represents love. There's a good L word. We're going to use Play-Doh and we're going to make the uppercase L and the lowercase L. In my last video, we talked about why you use uppercase and lowercase letters. Does anybody remember why you might have an uppercase L? Or any uppercase letter? I know it's tricky. It's hard to think through that. Somebody's first name, very good, or even their last name. So let's say somebody has the name Loretta. Loretta is a great first name, and that starts with an L. And because it's someone's name, we'll always capitalize it. It's kind of a neat thing to do. Somebody has a name, and we always get to capitalize it. I'm going to put my Play-Doh right here. And then I have one more piece for the capital. Can we think of any other first names that begin with L? How about a boy's name or a man's name? How about Levi? I've known some Levis. They have a capital L. Someone's first name, you always have a capital or the first word in a sentence. Here we go. Capital L. Now just a common everyday word that's in the middle of a sentence, like the word like, love, lilac. There's like a lilac bush or a scent lilac. Or just the word lemon, like we talked about lemon. That would just be a lowercase L. And that's just a line straight up and down. Here we go. Straight up and down. Lowercase L. Some of you might say, it looks like the number 1. And you would be right. It looks just like the number 1 when we do it that way, doesn't it? That's the thing about letters and numbers. Sometimes they remind us of other things, don't they? The way you can tell the difference between a number 1 and an L is if it's in a word, it's going to be the letter. Here we go. We have a ladder right here in the upper right-hand corner. We have the uppercase L, lowercase l. We're going to trace the dot to dots and make some uppercase and lowercase l's. Here we go. Big L, little l. Big L, little l. Uppercase, lowercase. Uppercase, lowercase. It's kind of easy to do. They're just straight lines. Straight down, then over. Straight down, down, over, straight down, over, straight down, over, straight down. You're welcome to finish that page, and I'm going to go on to the next thing, but you can put the video on pause if you like. Those are some great letters for you to work through. And here we have our rabbit. Our rabbit is hopping all over the bunny field. Looks like he is going after a carrot. We're going to trace and see if we can stay in the lines. Oh, this bunny is all over the page. Look at this. How did yours look? Hold it up. Let me see how you did. Very nice. And if you needed to erase, I see some of you erased and started over. And that's always good. If you make a mistake, it just means you're learning, you're trying. Here we're going to help the bird go from the nest to a flower. Here we go. Around and back and around and back. And finally, the bird made it to the flower. Here we go. That's awesome. You did a nice job on that. Well, we have learned so many letters since school started. I'd like to review those letters with you. Let's go ahead and look at all these. These are lowercase letters, and we're going to say the names of these letters together. Let's start. A, C, D, E, G, H, I, K, M, N, O, P, R, S, T, U, and our letter of the week, an L. Let's count all those letters that we've learned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 letters. And there are 26 letters in the alphabet. So we're well over halfway to the end. I wanted to show you a pattern. Sometimes we talk about patterns in math, and this is a pattern with frogs. We have a green frog, yellow, yellow. What would be next in our pattern? Green, yellow, yellow. Green. What do you think's next? Does that make sense? No. Remember, follow the pattern. Green, yellow, yellow. Green, yellow. I hear you. Yellow. How about the next one? What's the next one in the series? Green, yellow, yellow. Green, yellow, yellow. Green. Again. That was fun. I enjoy doing patterns. I think it's fun to try to solve the mystery. What is missing? We haven't gone over colors in a little while, and I would like us to do that. Let's say the color when I hold it up. Brown, green, white, black, yellow, blue, purple, orange, red, and pink. Those are great colors to know. I'm glad that you're keeping up on your colors. We're back to my favorite part, which is the book. I would like you to talk about what we saw earlier. We saw the girl and the cat and the mouse. Now the expression on her face shows us she is not super happy. Instead of smiling, she's going, and the title tells us a lot. It says, eek! There's a mouse in the house. So how do you think she feels? Kind of overwhelmed. This is the front cover. Oh, look at the back cover. We even have more animals on the back. And here we have the spine holding it all together. And this is written by Wong Herbert Yi. We're going to be looking at some pictures and see if we can figure out what's going on in the story. Again, we have the girl, and she is looking at the mouse. Look at the facial expression. She's not happy. It says, eek! There's a mouse in the house. Send in the cat to chase that rat. We have cat, rat. Some more rhymes. I love rhymes. Cat, rat. Now look at the picture. Picture clues. She's hiding behind it looks like a little chair because the cat's in the house, but things are falling over. She looks frightened. Uh-oh, the cat knocked over a lamp. Send in the dog to catch that scamp. Now she looks even more frightened. We have the dog, we have the cat, we have the mouse, and we have a fish. Oh, dear me, the dog has broken a dish, and now that cat is after the fish. Send in the hog to shoo that dog. Hog, dog. More rhyming words. Oh my, that hog is eating the cake. Sending the hog was a big mistake. Send in the cow. Send in that cow now. Do you hear some rhyming words? What rhymes with cow? Let's listen to the last part. Send in the cow. Send in that cow now. Do you hear it? Cow now. The pictures are getting really interesting. I love to look at the pictures. Oh no, the cow is dancing with a mop. Send in the sheep to make her stop. Mop, stop. Goodness, the sheep is tangled in yarn. Send in the hen from the barn. Yarn, barn. Mercy, the hen is laying eggs on the table. Send in the horse from the stable. Table, stable. Do you hear that? Table, stable. Look how crazy the picture is. We have a mess going on in that house. Heavens! The horse kicked a hole in the wall. Send in the elephant to get rid of them all. The elephant was big, but he squeezed through the door. Once he was in, there was room for no more. That elephant took up a lot of space. Out of the house marched the cat and the cow. Out came the horse and the hen and the hog. Out walked the sheep. Out ran the dog. They're all heading out of the house. But then, from within, there came a shout. Eek! There's a mouse in the house. Who's afraid now? That elephant looks a little frightened. And then there's cheese everywhere. I think the mouse had the best time of them all. Sometimes we have little problems and what we try to do to solve them doesn't, and we try something else and the problem gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And really the original problem seemed really small if you think about it. It was such a fun story. I enjoy those kinds of stories and I loved all the rhyming. Take care, girls and boys, and I will see you another time. Bye-bye.